Yankuba Minteh is about to be banished by Newcastle United, but with their second signing all but announced, are they closing in on more? So today we'll find out the Fabrizio Romano exclusive as Newcastle are in talks for an exciting talent.
Are you serious?
So there was a contact today between Newcastle. There is opportunities. Newcastle are showing concrete interest in.
Get the breaking news surrounding Newcastle submitting contract offer to free agent. Discuss the recent massive details as Newcastle make move to sign the current top goalscorer at the Euros. Find out about the latest update regarding Newcastle and a new sporting director. Get an exclusive news regarding Newcastle's pursuit of Fikayo Tomori.
Matte, I see also many people asking about the situation of Fikayo Tomori and many rumors about Newcastle. We said that they are.
You're teasing me, naughty nut.
We'll also reveal the recent twist regarding Chelsea's pursuit of Alexander Isak. Join us as we uncover the latest Newcastle United news. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because you won't want to miss a single moment of this incredible journey.
Let's go.
Starting off, according to recent reports, Newcastle United is prepared to banish Yankuba Minteh to the club's youth team if the 19-year-old Gambian international refuses to leave the club this summer. The transfer saga surrounding Minteh has escalated as Sun revealed that the player is refusing to join Lyon, despite the Magpies accepting a bid from the French club. Minteh's desire to stay in the Premier League has been the driving factor behind his refusal to move to Lyon. It's belong claimed that the player's preference is to join Everton, and the Merseyside club has held talks with Minteh's representatives. However, Everton is yet to agree a fee with Newcastle and is unlikely to do so this week. Newcastle's desire for a quick sale is fueled by concerns they will be charged for breaching Premier League sustainability and profitability (PSR) rules if they don't sell players by Sunday's accounting deadline. This could potentially lead to a points deduction for the club. With other potential player sales failing to materialize this month, Newcastle has accepted an offer from Lyon that could reach £40 million for Minteh, which would resolve their PSR issues. However, Minteh is digging in, despite being told that he does not currently feature in Eddie Howe's plans for the upcoming season. The 19-year-old is currently visiting family in Gambia and has no plans to return to Europe, which will make it difficult for a transfer to be concluded this week, as a medical is required. Minteh has never played for Newcastle, as he was sent on loan to Feyenoord immediately after his £6.5 million signing from Danish club Odense Boldklub last summer. While Minteh does not feature in Howe's plans for next season, Newcastle sources have indicated that the manager would look at him training if he remains at the club next month. However, the club is prepared to banish the player to the youth team if he refuses to leave during the current transfer window. It's now a sad situation as Newcastle United is determined to sell Yankuba Minteh this summer, and the club is willing to take a hardline approach by relegating him to the youth team if he continues to resist a move away from St. James's Park. Then moving on, according to sources that have spoken to Football Insider's Pete O'Rourke, Newcastle United are among the clubs showing keen interest in a potential move for Georgian international forward Georges Mikautadze. The 23-year-old has emerged as a breakout star at the ongoing Euro 2024 tournament, having already scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist in the group stage. His performances have attracted attention from a number of top European clubs, including Borussia Dortmund, Napoli, Monaco, Lyon, and Marseille. Mikautadze, who is currently owned by French club Metz, helped his national team qualify for the knockout stages of a major tournament for the first time ever. This has further increased his stock and led to Metz president Bernard Serin granting an exclusive mandate to FIFA agent Willie McKay to negotiate with interested clubs. It is believed that Metz are willing to sell Mikautadze this summer for a fee around €25 million, £21.1 million, following their relegation to League Two at the end of the 2023-24 season. The French-born forward had joined Ajax last summer on loan from Metz, but failed to make an impact, scoring no goals and providing no assists in 9 appearances for the Dutch club. However, Mikautadze found his form back at Metz, scoring 14 goals in 22 games in the second half of the 2023-24 campaign. His impressive international performances at Euro 2024 have now made him a highly sought-after target across Europe. Newcastle, alongside the other interested clubs, are now considering making a move for Mikautadze, who has scored 13 goals in 28 appearances for the Georgian national team. The Magpies will be hoping to beat out the competition and secure the services of the young forward, who could potentially bolster their attacking options for the upcoming season, Furthermore, according to recent reports, Newcastle United has identified Malick Thaiw as a priority centre-back target for the upcoming transfer window. The 22-year-old German international has been on the club's radar for at least the past 2 years, and he is now seen as the dream central defensive signing, much like Sven Botman was 2 summers ago. Thaiw is a rangy, ball-winning centre-back with a wide frame and remarkable levels of concentration. Predominantly right-footed but comfortable with his left, the 6'4" defender is great in possession and excels at bringing the ball out from the back. Aerially, Thaiw works with controlled aggression and a calculated approach to preventing danger in the box, displaying a calm and reserved manner that belies his young age. Thaiw joined AC Milan in the summer of 2022 as an alternative option to Sven Botman, whom the Italian club missed out on in the race with Newcastle. Interestingly, Thaiw shares the same agent as several current Toon stars, including Anthony Gordon, Lewis Miley, Callum Wilson, and Jamal Lascelles. According to Italian journalists Matteo Moretto and Fabrizio Romano, Newcastle United is keen on signing Thaiw and has already made contact with AC Milan. The report suggests that the potential inclusion of Kieran Trippier in a cash-plus player deal has been discussed, but this is not pivotal to Newcastle's interest, as the club is interested in Thaiw regardless of whether Milan would be keen on any of the current Newcastle players.
So there was a contact today between Milan and Newcastle. They discussed about several possibilities, no? Because we know Newcastle in general are looking for some opportunity in terms of outgoings, also because of financial fair play. For example, Minteh could leave the club with many clubs interested, like Everton, Olympique Lyon. And so they discussed about opportunities. Newcastle are showing concrete interest in Malick Thiaw, the German centre-back of Milan, is one of the players they appreciate. But at the moment, it's also true that there is nothing advanced in terms of negotiations. One of the names they mentioned is also Kieran Trippier. Milan are going to sign a new right back in the market, so Milan will cover that position. With Newcastle, there was also discussion about Trippier, but at the moment, again, is not something concrete, is not something advanced, also because of the salary of Kieran Trippier is a big salary, and at the moment, we know Milan policy and Milan strategy is different, so let's see what's going to happen, but a talk took place between the two clubs.
At just 22 years old and valued at €30 million, Thaiw ticks many boxes for Newcastle. With Fabian Schär set to turn 33 in December and Jamal Lascelles turning 31 in November, the addition of a young right-sided central defender like Thaiw could be an astute piece of business for the Magpies. The report suggests that things could develop quickly once the new financial year begins in July, as that is when overseas transfers can be officially registered, and when Newcastle United and other Premier League clubs are expected to be more active in the transfer market. Overall, Malick Thaiw appears to be an exciting target for Newcastle United, with his playing profile, age, and potential value aligning well with the club's long-term plans. The pursuit of the German international could be a key priority for the Magpies as they look to strengthen their defensive options ahead of the 2023-24 season. Fabrizio Romano with Matteo Moretto also revealed more on Fikayo Tomori's potential move to Newcastle United when discussing Malick Thaiw, as well as touching upon the PSR situation in a stream.
Matte, I see also many people asking about the situation of Fikayo Tomori and Malick Thiaw. Many rumors about Newcastle. We said that they are not talking for Fikayo Tomori, but a contact was made to discuss Malick Thiaw. Correcto?
Then moving on, according to a report from the Mirror, Newcastle United have offered a contract to veteran goalkeeper John Ruddy as the club looks to bolster its goalkeeping options for the upcoming season. With the expected departures of Loris Karius and Martin Dubravka, Magpies manager Eddie Howe is in the market for a third-choice goalkeeper to provide cover and competition for Nick Pope, who is set to remain the club's number one. The report suggests that Howe has identified James Trafford as a potential signing to challenge Pope for the starting role. But the club is also looking to bring in an experienced goalkeeper to fill the void left by Karius. Ruddy, who is a free agent after announcing his departure from Birmingham City, is said to have a host of offers on the table, and Newcastle is one of the clubs showing interest in the 36-year-old. The veteran goalkeeper would provide valuable squad depth and serve as an emergency option should Pope or Trafford suffer any injuries. Mark Gillespie, who signed a one-year extension with the club, has been rarely used despite being part of the squad last season. Howe opted to have 4 goalkeepers in his squad last season, with Pope, Dubravka, Karius, and Gillespie all featuring at various points. It appears the Magpies' boss is keen to maintain a similar setup, with Ruddy potentially taking up the Karius role as the experienced third-choice goalkeeper. Ruddy, who has one cap for the English national team and has made over 100 Premier League appearances during his spells with Norwich City and Wolverhampton Wanderers, would bring a wealth of experience to the Newcastle squad if he were to join the club. The potential signing of Ruddy, coupled with the pursuit of James Trafford, suggests that Newcastle United are determined to ensure they have robust goalkeeping options in place for the upcoming season as they continue to build on their impressive Premier League campaign. Then, according to reports from reputable journalist Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are unlikely to pursue a move for Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak this summer due to the player's prohibitively expensive price tag. Romano suggests that Newcastle United are demanding a fee in excess of £115 million for the 24-year-old Swedish international, which Chelsea consider to be absolutely too expensive for the player. The Blues are said to be fully aware of Isak's situation, having held discussions with Newcastle regarding a potential transfer. However, Chelsea have been deterred by the Magpies' crazy money demands, which would surpass the club's record fee of £115 million paid for midfielder Moises Caicedo last year. Romano, writing in his daily briefing, said, "We've had many rumors about Alexander Isak and Chelsea, with contacts taking place with Newcastle, and from what I'm told, Chelsea are 100% aware of the situation with the Swedish striker. He is considered absolutely too expensive. We already know that Chelsea felt Nico Williams and Michael Olise were too expensive. Newcastle would ask for crazy money for Isak. He has a long-term contract at the club, and they are also thinking internally at the moment about offering him a new deal." Isak, who joined Newcastle from Real Sociedad in a £63 million deal in 2022, has established himself as a key player for the Magpies. He enjoyed a strong 2023-24 campaign, scoring 21 goals in 30 Premier League appearances, in addition to contributing 2 assists. However, Newcastle's reluctance to sell their prized asset and the astronomical fee they are demanding have effectively priced Chelsea out of a move for the Swedish forward. The report suggests that the Magpies are even considering offering Isak a new long-term contract to fend off interest from potential suitors. This development comes as no surprise, given Newcastle's desire to retain their top talents and build a squad capable of challenging for Champions League qualification and silverware. With Isak firmly established as a key member of Eddie Howe's squad, the club appears determined to hold on to the striker despite the lucrative offers that may come their way. For Chelsea, this means they will have to explore alternative transfer targets this summer as they look to bolster their attacking options. Then in further developments, according to recent reports, Newcastle United remains without a sporting director following the departure of Dan Ashworth earlier this year. This vacancy at a crucial position within the club's hierarchy has created a state of limbo at St. James's Park. The situation with Ashworth's departure has not been ideal for Newcastle. The club refused to be bullied into allowing Manchester United to appoint Ashworth without paying the necessary compensation, leading to him being placed on gardening leave. This has left Newcastle in a difficult position, as operating without a sporting director was not part of their grand plan. In Ashworth's absence, chief scout Steve Nixon has been overseeing much of the club's business and has previously impressed in his role. However, Newcastle has been linked with various other names to fill the sporting director position, including Johannes Spoors, the sporting director of the 777 Group, which owns several clubs such as Genoa, Standard Liège, Hertha Berlin, and Vasco da Gama. According to the latest update from The Athletic, Spoors remains interested in the role at Newcastle, but the club has not yet offered him a contract. Interestingly, suggestions within recruitment circles indicate that Newcastle is actually considering alternative candidates for the position. It's worth noting that Newcastle had initially wanted to have a new sporting director in place by the end of May, but this deadline has not been met. The delay in appointing a new sporting director means any incoming individual would be arriving in the midst of the current transfer window, which could complicate the process. Overall, the absence of a sporting director at Newcastle United is not an ideal situation for the club, as this role is crucial in overseeing the club's long-term strategy and transfer activities. While the club continues to explore various options, the lack of a permanent appointment in this key position could have an impact on Newcastle's plans for the upcoming season and beyond. Finally, if you would want to know about the future changing deal, Newcastle United has just agreed with an exciting star. Click the video link on screen now.